gonna do painting with nature. So today I made some natural watercolor paints using natural ingredients, and I will go over what I used and what you can use. So basically anything at home. If you have some fruits and veggies that are going bad, you can use that. I just mixed it with water. I have, in this cup, I have some ground coffee, and I have some cacao powder and a tea bag in this one, and some beets in this one, red beets, and I have the leaves from the top of the beets to make the green. Got turmeric, paprika, and I have strawberries, and I have a water cup, of course. So we're going to paint a picture using these, and it is watercolor, so it's not going to be super pigmented, but it is buildable. It is very messy, so if you don't want to mess in your house, I'd recommend going outside to make these. The kids will have a lot of fun putting this together. You can use a blender, use a knife to chop it up for the kids, and then you just put a little bit of water in there and kind of let it sit for a few minutes, and then they can start painting. There's also, you could use Kool-Aid if you have Kool-Aid, blueberries for blue, you can use grapes, you can use a whole bunch of different things, and I would just recommend experimenting with it because that's part of the fun, and I think that the kids would really like it. So I think with these colors, I'm going to kind of make an abstract picture, and that's what I would recommend, especially with the younger kids. Just tell them to paint whatever they like. I'm just going to go in with some of this red from the strawberry. And gently paint that on. It's turning out a little more orange than red, but that's okay, because it is buildable. You don't have to have a canvas like I do. If you guys have some construction paper or white computer paper at home, you can use that as well. It doesn't have to be a canvas. And if you have watercolor paper, that is the best thing to use, since these are watercolor-like. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'm just gently building it up. You can have it as light or as colorful. Water. I'm going to move on to the one with paprika. I want to see how this turned out. I haven't used any of these yet, so it's kind of an experiment for me too. Sometimes you might need to add more of the natural product. Ooh, that's blending nicely. This is a lighter orange, what the strawberries kind of turned out to be. Alright, just cleaning off my brush, and I think I'm going to move on to the turmeric. That will give us a little bit of yellow. Didn't really intend to make a sunset, but it's kind of turning out that way with the colors we've got. So now I have actually a lot more water on my canvas than I want, and that's totally fine. If you have a napkin, paper towel, you can always dab it if you don't want that much. Honestly, there's no wrong way to do this. It's kind of just so that the kids can have fun, do something different. There's no right or wrong. So I don't know that shows up very well, but you can kind of see how well it's blended together. This is the strawberries, this is the paprika, and then some of it got down here, the paprika, and then the yellow is the turmeric. So I'm gonna go in with this purple color. We'll see if it actually turns out really purple. And I used beets to make this. You can also use, if you have Kool-Aid, that would probably work just as well, if not better. Alright, that's turning out almost more of a pink color. That's totally fine. Alright, so I'm going to take my cacao powder, which is the lighter brown, see how well that works. Okay, it's turning out kind of a light brown tan color. If you guys don't have paintbrushes at home, another really cool option is to make your own paintbrushes with nature. You can just grab a stick from the backyard, some yarn, twine, whatever you have, and if you have pine needles or leaves or flowers, you can make your own natural paintbrushes. Okay, so next I'm going to take the coffee ground one. This is probably going to be a lot lighter than the cacao powder. See how it turns out. Like I said, this is all an experiment. That's part of the fun, especially with kids. And if you don't want like the coffee grounds in your paint cup like I wanted them, because I wanted to add some texture, you can always use a coffee filter or something like that to filter it out. And if I wanted to let it dry and sit a little bit and go back and add more, I could. And it would just make the colors more vibrant. So this last one I have is green and is very light, so I don't have much hope that we'll get a strong green color. That's totally fine. But we're gonna test it out. Okay, it's turning out more like a light lime green. Another thing you can do is if you have a blender at home, that might work better with things that are leafy, like spinach, if you wanted to make a better green or stronger, or if you have green Kool-Aid. So I really want the top to be more red, so I'm gonna actually go back to the top since it's pretty dry and add more of this because I want it to be more red than pink. So again, I'm just building up the colors that are already there. And if you like the really light, that's totally fine. If you have tea bags that you have already used, or maybe it's expired or you don't like it, you can use those as well to make a brown or a tan. I think that I will let this dry, finish. I don't know if you can see it. There are parts of it that are really diluted, which is totally fine. That's a watercolor effect I like. Again, it's buildable if you want to let it sit overnight and then build onto it the next day, you can. and thank you for watching.